G'day guys, Mr. Ali here. We're going to do some activities for year 3 to 6. So these are basic ball catching, throwing, hand-eye coordination drills. We've got 2 volunteers here. They're keeping their social distance, which is a couple meters apart, which is great. So Jamie has a tennis ball that he's going to use, and Omar has a bigger ball. Whatever size ball you have, you can use, it doesn't matter. We're just going to go through some basic catching, throwing, individualized stuff you can do at home. We don't recommend sharing equipment. So if you have 2 siblings or 2 children, we don't want to use them throwing the ball to each other. We're going to use stuff against the wall. We'll go through it, okay? So the first thing we're going to do, guys, is a nice simple throw in the air. Try and get it at about your head level and let it bounce, and then we're going to catch it, okay? Are you ready? Off you go. So just at head level, let it bounce, and then catch it. This is a nice simple exercise to get started. As you can see, their eyes on the ball the whole time. They're trying not to step forward, so Jamie's stepping forward a little bit. So Jamie, I want you to throw the ball a little bit closer to your body, so throw it back, up to your body so it bounces, very good. And then he's not moving forward, where Omar's got a bit more routine and he's not moving as much. All right, so I want to encourage feet to stay still. All right, hold it there, guys. So that seems like it's pretty easy. To make that a little bit harder, I'm going to throw the ball up in the air, we're going to catch it with 2 hands. Okay, you ready, boys? Go. They're throwing the ball up in the air, catching it with 2 hands. Again, they're looking at the ball the whole time, they're bringing their hands closer together. So Jamie's almost making a little cup when he catches the ball, and Omar's catching it either side of the ball. So very good. Pause there, guys. That seems to be very easy. If that is too hard for your children, we can go back to getting a bit lower to the ground, throwing the ball a bit lower, and then catching it on the ground. So guys, can we demonstrate an easier version of that? So throwing it a bit lower, all right, letting it bounce, Jamie, and then catching it on the floor. It's very good. If that's too hard, they can let it bounce 2 times before they catch it, okay? So you give them opportunity to do that. If it's too easy, we can go to, hold it there, guys, thank you. If that's too easy, we can go to 1 hand throw and catch. So 1 hand throw in the air, and the same hand catch. Very good, Jamie, and very good, Omar. All right, now you can go opposite hand to the catch, so throw with 1 hand, catch with the other. Excellent, hold there. Now depending on what level your child is at, or what you guys are at, I want you to pick the one that is most suited to you, that you think you can get about 10 or 12 efforts in, and I want you to do an assessment. So whether mum or dad start a clock and time them, or kids, you put a phone up or an iPad or a watch and you start a clock, we're going to do a 30-second assessment. So Jamie is really good at the 1 hand, opposite hand catch. Omar's really good at the throw with the 2 hand catch. That's their level, and they're going to do that assessment. All right, they're still competing against each other, but they're just doing a different skill that's suited to their ability. All right, you ready, guys? 30 seconds starts now, go. So we would do that, they would count it in their head nice and silently. And we've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, freeze. So that was a simulated 30 seconds. And then what I can get them to do is record their times down. So if we did that again next week, they would be able to test their ability and see if they improved from the skill from this week to next week. Jamie, how many did you get? 9. 9. Omar, how many did you get? 12. 12, very good. So as you can see, Jamie's skill was a little bit harder and Omar's a little bit simpler. We're encouraging them because they still competed and they still did the thing really well. So well done, guys. All right, now to make this a bit harder and to get a bit more advanced, we're going to throw the ball a little bit higher in the air and we're going to clap before we catch the ball. So let's start with 1 clap and catch. Doesn't matter how high you throw it. 1 throw, 1 clap, 1 catch. Off you go. Very good. Very good. And hold it there. Excellent. Now that's really simple for the kids. Again, if it's hard to do, so Jamie may have been struggling with that, Jamie's going to try and throw it in the air, let it bounce, and clap while that's happening. So he'll throw it in the air, clap, let it bounce, and then he'll catch the ball. Okay? So Jamie, demonstrate that for us. Excellent work. All right, stop there. Now Omar found it a little bit easy to do that because his ball's a little bit bigger. So Omar's going to throw it a little bit higher and he's going to try and clap multiple times. So I'll say, Omar, try and clap twice now when you catch it. Go. Very good. If that's too easy, see how many claps you can do now. Very good. All right, hold it there, Omar. Excellent work. Again, once you finish the skill development for a couple of minutes, you can do an assessment and see how they go with that assessment. So kids will do the same thing. We're going to do an assessment. I want you to try now, Jamie, because I'm not going to say struggling, but because you find it a little bit harder to do that, you're going to throw it, let it bounce. And every time you throw it in the air, clap while the ball's in the air as many times as you can. Once it bounces, try and catch the ball. Omar, throw the ball straight up in the air and just keep clapping until you catch the ball. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. See which clap you can get the most of, okay? 3, 2, 1, freeze. Very, very good. What was the most claps you got? 7? 6. 6. I thought you were going to say 8 there for a second, Jamie, but well done. All right, so that's excellent. So that's the first part of catching and clapping and hand-eye coordination. Now we're going to